Are you ready, kid?
Aye, Captain.
Aye.
Right. Who would like to go over what we did last time, which was a couple of weeks ago? Fair enough. And it sounds like Andy's going to be away for a couple of weeks, so we'll probably take a break so that we don't miss Andy. Doesn't.
I go too far.
Yeah.
But what happened last time?
Well. From what I can recall, we are currently still at the fair. Or we started last session at the fair. Carnival. We ran into a bit of issue with the guard, the navy. Sorry, the navy officer that was there. I got my fortune read. This is right. Okay, so we went to the prize tent originally, and we won I want to say it was a gun, some sort of gun.
Smoking gun, yeah.
Which I then went to get my fortune read, and everybody else was like instantly, let's go find this fucking gun at a tree. Which attracted a lot of attention, including the guard that was there. We all kind of scattered and ran away. Barty got caught by the guard. Then we went to the hot dog eating contest from there. We met up again, spoke briefly about the fortune telling and the gun and everything. We found Alara Pumpkin was enjoying the night, very drunk. Then we went to the hot dog eating contest, and there was one contestant that was like just really pro. I can't remember.
Well, I can tell you for a fact that it was not you.
No. Rick had been practicing for too long behind the
It was the
tent.
pin guy.
You got yeah. It was well.
That's right. It was
that was the reveal at the end.
Oh, fucking loser! Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, the loser pin guy.
Wait, oh god, I got his name. I wrote down all these in my notes. Let me quickly grab them. Also, I'll get Albert up. Yeah, we did the hot dog eating contest. Rook immediately threw up and asked for a practice round, and then threw up, I think, 2 hot dogs later. And then it got to Barty and Eli and this pin salesman as like final 3. And then Barty and Eli went out at the same time, and Pin Guy won, I want to say.
Yeah, pin guy won.
Then we approached him. Rook approached him because everybody said he was cool, and then offered him to be captain as he had won the hot dog contest and wanted to honor that. He accepted and proved himself to be a fucking loser. So we told him it was the pumpkin patch that he was to be captain of in the morning. Break of dawn, meet us at the private docking area. Quickly left his company.
Won the last prize.
That's right. We went back to the
that
prize
was wild. Like essentially, you had diminishing returns on percentage chance to succeed.
It was 1 in 5 that last one.
Yeah. No, it was 1 in 10.
Oh god, yeah, it was. It was like 71 to 80.
Yeah, exactly. So you had a 1 in 10 chance. So it went 1 in 40, 1 in 30, 1 in 20, 1 in 10, and you got all 4.
Hey.
Well,
hey.
What was the last thing?
Thank you for the brief explanation as to what happened. I got up.
Well, not
That's basically what happened in the hot dog eating contest. Yeah, what was the last prize? It was a sword.
It was
a nice sword.
A skillful grade sword.
Oh,
and like
yeah.
you can like fling the energy forward, cut in front of you.
Absolutely not. That's absolutely not true. Don't think that.
What happened? When I swung it, something happened.
Yeah, but you swung it and you had like an unbelievable amount of like luck and skill, and it was just very, very sharp, and it cut the way that it actually works is that you just get it's rather than like a 2d4, it's 1d4 1d6.
It's just a very well made sword.
Yeah, it's a very well made.
Yeah, I think I switched it for your normal sword.
Yeah, my cosplay sword. And then after we got those prizes, we went back to Alara Pumpkin's place because that was like where the after party was happening. We paid the tarot reader, the fortune teller, about not telling anybody about the guard we made her look after in the tent after Barty headbutted him. Anything else happen in the house?
So you might want to
before?
explain the headbutt to Joe because it's going to play a part in what's going to happen.
So we won a gun, a smoking gun, and as Rook went to get his fortune told, the rest of the party went off to fire this gun at a tree.
You shot the tree. I was there for that.
Okay, yeah. But then, yeah, the guard was looking for us. Barty found Andy, and
Yeah, I ran away and hid, and then I had to go do Theo.
Oh, right. Well, Barty then headbutted him to get out of it, knocking him unconscious, and then we put him in the fortune teller's tent, and told her that would pay her to, keep an eye on him, and plead that she doesn't know us, which I think we followed up on and pay. I can't remember. Was it just we went to bed and that was the end, or what? I can't remember if anything else happened.
We went to bed and then they the officer banged.
Oh God,
open
yeah,
the
the
door or
fucking
something.
shit. Of course, that was the big dramatic end. Yeah, we were heading to bed, and woken by a loud knocking on the door. Opening it, and it was like a whole Navy officer battalion had shown up, and we're going to give them Barty.
So in the dead of night, Alara Pumpkin opened the door to the banging on the front door, and in the doorway was Chief Petty Officer Pasty, swinging a pair of handcuffs, and behind him were about 20 Navy personnel.
In the moment, I fully thought you were going to do a Pirates of the Caribbean Elizabeth Swan house where the door opens and Alara gets shot in the face immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't steal from that pirate show.
Wrong pirate genre.
Yeah. So that's where we left off. The bell chimes in the grandfather clock as Alara Pumpkin strides across, bong, 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 symboling that it's about 3 in the morning. The door shakes and constantly banged on until the door is opened, and a drunk Alara Pumpkin opens it. Who is banging on my door at 3 in the effing morning? And Chief Petty Officer Pasty goes, I think you're harboring criminals in this house. And you all are on the kind of like the stairwell balcony and kind of gathered just outside the door because it's very loud. So all the what are they called? The Dizzy Carnival crew are standing there in various states of awakenedness and stress. You, in a similar circumstance, are standing on kind of the balcony above. So you 4 are up on the balcony, they're all down low. She says, what could you possibly want at this time that we'll be here in the morning? Could you fuck off? There's any more like that and you're going in the tank with them as well. He scans the room with his kind of like piercing, beady eyes, and he kind of blocks the Dizzy Carnival crew, and he goes, oh, looks like you're all here together. That'll make it a little bit easier for me, I suppose. There's 2 of you I need here. And he points one finger at Barty. Go, you, assaulting a Navy officer. Don't think I remember it, but my boy saw you from across a square. I'm taking you in. Drunk and disorderly, you're spending the night in the tank. And maybe a bit longer if I feel like it. And Barty looks sheepish and is about to say something when you kind of put your hand on his shoulder. And then he scans the room a bit more and he goes, and we've also been reports of a burglary. A thief is amidst us, and I bloody know who it is as well. I've come to arrest you, quote unquote, Ringmaster Dizzy.
Oh,
He goes,
That's not gonna
me?
go down well.
I haven't taken a single thing. We've been here all night with Alara. Alara, please. I mean, she has. We've been drinking in the house this entire time. Be that as it may, there have been reports of a burglary, and she was seen fleeing the scene by scene watchers.
I think as they're looking around before they say who the burglar is, I'm like looking at Eli and Pan and the others like, what the fuck did you do? What else? It's not me. It's not me. Is it you? Is it you?
You did talk about stealing from the Pinch Up Boys guy.
Yeah, but you know
We
you
haven't
can't
done
arrest
that
us
yet,
for
have
talking
we?
about it. Where's your warrant?
Conspiracy to theft. I think in this world that can legitimately happen.
Yeah, that does sound pretty legit. Yeah.
If I think you're a criminal, then you do be a criminal.
Yeah.
I don't need no stinking warrant. I am the law around here, the highest ranking Navy officer in these waters.
I've not read a lot of One Piece, but what I do know is they're not the most rule-following individuals, and they're very ego-driven. Where I'm going to say that I think there may be a misunderstanding here. She has an alibi for your requirement. You have to bring forth the witness that's claimed that they saw her.
Oh,
The Barty is absolutely guilty.
Yeah. You can take him away.
Oh, as Sparty says.
Aw.
I'm sorry, little child. I wasn't aware that you were the judge and this was a court of law, and that I have to produce a witness for you. He bows and says, my apologies.
No,
I'm
you're
not producing
forgiven.
shit for you. She's coming here with us, and that cyborg-looking fella is also spending the night in the tank. For
Do you
assaulting
need a
me.
warrant? Do you need a warrant in this world?
Is it? Well, I mean, guys, if it's just for the night, we can always just pick him up in the morning. But I am a bit worried if when he's talking about a bit longer, if he wants.
Roll me an acumen or savvy check, Eli. I'll tell you the warrant.
Acumen, okay. Where are these dice? So D 12 and 6. 12 and 6. 8. Ooh, that one explodes though. So 8
Ooh, lucky.
Boom.
plus 3.
Boom
11.
shakalaka.
11's pretty good. I would say it generally depends town to town. It usually is like bigger towns will have like a mayor and therefore like some sort of like legal system in place. Usually the law is kind of just passed by the highest ranked Navy officer in charge because you know they're the ones that have been sent by the Navy and therefore the world government. So for some places like small kingdoms and all that kind of stuff, they'll have like their own like kings and laws. And therefore they'll have their law system, but this is just English town.
Okay, so if there was no Navy officer, now there's no law, right?
Yes, I suppose. Yeah, that's true. But we have.
I mean-
Look. Go on.
Yeah, if it is just a night, we could just.
Look, it'd be fine. It'd be fine. We're not setting off, and we could all use a bit of peace and quiet. And I mean, Barty is a loud snorer, so at least it would give us a bit of relief.
I'm gonna like turn around and put my head kind of closer to Rook's kind of shoulder and be like, "Is escaping from a or rescuing someone from a jail in your book?"
Oh,
Oh, absolutely, and escaping.
Oh, cool.
I mean, do you want to go with him?
Yeah, buddy, you go ahead. We'll be fine.
Oh.
Well, this. They'll have a bed and everything, maybe.
I only sleep on the floor.
Oh, then perfect.
I'll be working on my bike.
And if you have any contraband or anything that you don't want them
Maybe
finding,
Yeah.
just put it in that coat. They won't be rifling through that.
He plucks out his cyborg eye and puts it in his coat, and he goes, I think I'm good for...
Thank you, the
Take me away, officer. I'm here to do my time.
Sounds like LeChuck.
I imagine it's not the first time Barty's been to jail as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he's been thrown in a few drunk tanks. Like, the first time you met him, he was basically drunk as well. That's all well and good for Bartholomew over here, but I promise you, I've been here all night. I've been working all evening. I don't steal anything. You know, the carnivals always get a bad rep for stealing things, but we never do, because otherwise we won't be invited to towns at all. You know, we have to kind of be above that kind of thing to get by. This has to be a mistake of in some regard. We've got information that you stole from the pin boys shop, the pins, and that's all I know. You're coming with me, and I'll see you probably hang for it. Hang?
Oh.
But I haven't done a single thing. I've been with these fellows this entire evening, and during the carnival, we were with my colleagues, and I was running the merch tent.
Officer, do you know? Have you spoken to the pin shop owner? He's really loser. He's a real loser. But anyway, do you know of a rough estimate of time when these pins would have been taken? Because indeed, we were hanging out with what's her name? Captain Dizzy.
Dunkmaster Dizzy. Not Dunkmaster Dizzy. Ringmaster Dizzy.
Ringmaster Dizzy.
Master Dizzy does hoops, nothing but net.
Dizzy.
Actually, the Dunkmaster is Dunkmaster Green. German Green.
Oh yeah. We've been with Ringmaster Dizzy for a fair bit of the evening. We would be able to potentially look into this. We'd like to see them return too. We are somewhat of a pin aficionados, if you will, pin kings.
I won't.
I would like to say that Dunkmaster Dizzy has never stolen anything in any of our adventures to different towns.
Can it, you fatty?
Okay.
Wait, who was that?
Okay. That was the worst master.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been waiting 2 weeks to do that.
I very much appreciate it.
But we haven't stolen it. Take her away. I don't need any more of this conversation. If you want to look into this crime, even though I have, you can. The crime happened about an hour ago. I informed Mr. Nerd, whatever he was, that this crime has taken place. And
Wait, so he didn't even know it had happened? How did you know it had happened?
I know everything that happens around here.
Well,
Do you
can I make
really?
a savvy check or something like see if he's lying?
Yeah, you can
I
make a
did
savvy
not
check.
savvy check. He's lying. He's lying.
No, I know, but I'm just like,
See if
just
Pat knows, you know.
13.
Hell yeah.
You can't really tell. He seems to be. he seems to believe himself at the very least.
He's telling the truth from what he knows.
Yeah,
yeah.
but that's what I mean. Is like, is he like flying by the seat of his pants, or does he seem to think he's like untouchable? Is what I'm trying to gauge.
He definitely comes across as somebody who's like a big fish, small pond. Like you know,
You're just a bully.
His outfit's all like really scruffy, like to let himself go a pretty decent amount because like you know, there's no point in him like keeping up appearances where he can just like, you know, no one's gonna call him out on it, right?
He's Sheriff of Nottingham.
Yeah, exactly.
Vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the tiger.
Can I say to his lackeys, like, do you trust your boss, or does he
What in front of
like to
him?
throw his weight around? Like, seems to be
Careful now,
speaking
Eli.
for all of you.
If you speak up right now, I'll string you up by your boots and slap you on your asses, and I won't enjoy it.
No,
What?
no
Proving
plural
my
arse
point.
is needed.
I get the impression you will enjoy it.
Roll me an insight check. You can roll me another savvy check. You don't know.
Okay. Big rolls, 14.
Cool, 14.
He'd probably
Damn.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Look, let's let this happen, and we can potentially deal with sorting this out tonight. Well, maybe it can be like the last thing we do together before we're a crew of our own ship. I would say to kind of pay them back, but maybe to get a favor in the future. We've already got some allies on the sea. It's time to build these relationships. But Barty will collect in the morning.
Oh.
So when could we expect the hanging?
Hanging? Oh,
You just
tomorrow
said you were gonna
morning. I
hang.
don't do anything that's past. I mean, other than arrests, I'm not going to do. And there's a lot of paperwork. I'm not going to do all that until then.
Which no,
so,
well.
so you are the judge and the executioner.
I don't want to be executed for a crime that I didn't do. Maybe a crime that I did do, I'd be more lenient, but this is completely unacceptable.
Are we sure we didn't do that crime?
What was
Yeah,
that?
unless you.
I try and say quietly.
Yeah,
Nothing. We were just saying we all hate crime. Yeah.
All the Navy people are nodding like, yeah, crime's pretty bad. Yeah, we all
Terrible.
hate crime. Yeah.
Yep.
I think. Well, I don't know about you, but this is all a bit exciting for me, so I don't think I could go back to sleep. I think we leave Barty where they are, but we do tick off that little item on the list, jailbreak. Not so much for our friend here, but for our other friend, the ringmaster.
Out loud.
I'm trying to say very quietly.
Oh, okay, fine.
What's your
You didn't specify this. I'm just like,
I'm picturing the guards kind of like packing them away, taking Barty, and like heading out.
Whilst you're doing that, and the guards are kind of like putting them in irons, you're hearing Alara Pumpkin loudly and drunkenly being like, "They've been here for days without my permission, and they haven't stolen a single thing. You have no right to take these." And just like it's just getting louder and louder, and more Glaswegian as she goes.
Kind of digging a hole. They were here without my permission.
Look, you've got to stop. I will arrest you. I swear. You're becoming too aggressive.
Ilara, please, come.
Another thing.
Sorry, officer. Ilara, please. Inside voice in your house.
I'm in my own house.
That's right.
I'm going back to bed.
Yes. Do you want a glass of water or anything?
I'm
I'm going to get you a glass of water.
I can do that if you would like.
Oh, perfect. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
No. Make sure it's water and not like hot dog water or something weird.
Ah, very good.
Or chili water.
Oh no, don't worry.
Don't remind me.
we don't have much of that left.
No, I know, and I feel like some of the hot dogs are really hot. They were full of like chili powder, and I think because we threw out our chili powder early doors, we weren't ready for it. I wasn't ready for it.
I don't think we informed Joe of how the hot dog competition works.
Yeah, you have to kind of keep
yeah.
a hot dog down, and we had to roll, and there was like a 1 in 10 chance or 1 in 20 chance or something that the hot dog that we had was spicy, and if the worst master, the judge of the competition who was just speaking then, if they saw us like react to it being spicy, we were out.
Oh, fun.
It was a hot dog eating.
Yeah,
Nice.
and
Oh my God, I
Rook
just
both threw
realised
up and got a hot dog.
Yeah, Rook also went out in the first round and had to buy back in, so he spent twice. The legend.
Practice round. All pirates gonna start somewhere. I can fuck up crabs though. We're good. Yeah, as they're kind of being taken away, I'll kind of wave to Barty, like dropping your kid off at nursery.
He sticks one metal arm in the air, and then the Navy cadets kind of like pull his arms down. It's got a weapon, and then they jump on him. 314, 314.
Oh boy. Cool. And then I'll kind of gather around Eli and Pan. As Laura Pumpkin goes back to bed. Okay, so how do we want to do this? I don't think they'll keep Barty too long, but if we're hitting up the prison for Ringmaster Dizzy, there's nothing to stop us breaking Barty out at the same time. And this could be, as we become a crew, as we get our own ship, we could also leave here with a bounty.
I mean, do you want a bounty straight away?
Yes, absolutely. What do you mean?
You could just
How
stay
do
under
we
the
get
radar.
respect on these waters without a high bounty?
I'm kind of with him. I think that's a good idea.
We don't need a bounty.
I
We've been
mean,
playing by the rules
if you
of
want
Alara
to be,
Pumpkin.
if you want to be considered a pirate in a good sense, you do.
Alara Pumpkin put in the rules, and we tried to obey them, and we couldn't help but break every single one. We destroyed her ship. We nearly pulled a hole in it with a bathtub.
And
I
look
mean,
at
for that, then we need
Master
to leave a
Duncan
cooling
Donut.
card.
She got arrested for doing nothing. So you might as well start doing something good.
They are the
For
bad
that,
guys.
we need to leave a cooling card then. Like,
Yes.
Nah, they'll know
Which-
it's us.
I mean,
'Cause think about it. They arrest one of our guys and one of our friends. We break them out, and then suddenly we're not there anymore. They're gonna know it's us.
yeah,
I
but
do like the
imagine
idea of a
if
cooling
If we
card.
break out the, not Dunkmaster,
Ringmaster.
Ringmaster. Out,
In the dunk
like,
tank.
They might think it's one of the circus lot, or several of them as well. Because I imagine
What?
they're not going to stick around as well.
Well, we could always see if they want to help.
Are either of you good at drawing? You can always draw our flag and then stick it on the door or something.
That's not a bad idea. I like. Well, we're
If we're announcing ourselves, we announce ourselves.
absolutely, but like we're what's our ship called again? It's the gambling one. I can't remember.
Up the ante.
We are the pirates of the Up the Ante. Crew name yet undecided. I still like the one-armed bandits. We need to have it something related to gambling or chance or fate, like a card, like a physical playing card, or maybe a dice.
Or maybe a pin.
A pin. Oh, we
Think
could
about
we could do our own pins and like
We could be
make them highly
the
collectible, only by the people we
pin
have
pirate
plundered.
champions. No. The perfect pin pirate. No. I don't know.
Pirate
I can't
King
think of
and the
something.
Pin Kings.
The king pins.
Hmm.
I love the
Ooh.
king pins.
I like it.
But-
King of Pins, yeah.
So did,
Or
did,
pin
did-
kings. No, I think king pins work. King
King
pin
pins.
pirate.
anyone actually...
Kingpin pirate. I'm in. Let's fucking
Kingpin
get these
Pirate's
things
pretty
out.
good. Kingpin Pirate's pretty good. Do we want to use a few hours to make a pin and then work on a plan to break them out?
Yeah. I'm down. How do you do that?
How do we need an
I don't know how to
forge,
make
I
maybe?
could make one out of a food item, but I don't.
This is perfect.
It wouldn't
We go
last very
talk to the loser who sells pins, and we get a knockoff, or we get something that we want to represent us from him. We buy it, and then we leave it at the
Or
scene of the
steal it.
crime. No trace back to us immediately. Okay, maybe that's not a great idea.
I mean, did anyone actually steal the pins?
This is a good point. Maybe the losers just bluffing. Maybe we need to call his bluff. I don't know. I can't help but think that we were part of this or involved somehow in telling him he could be captain of our boat. Do you think it's
We
kind of
told him he
sent
could be
him
captain of
crazy?
our
Or...
boat.
Well, he won the
Oh,
hot dog
yeah.
eating contest. I thought that was the rules, and he everybody was saying how cool he was, but he's really not.
Wait. So you thought because people were saying he was cool You'd let him be the captain.
Well, that was the rules of the hot dog eating contest.
This was
What-
all Rook's idea.
The rule was for us to give our captaincy up? I'm so confused.
I said then it was. I was just glad there wasn't any children there because I don't want to have a child as a captain. We settled on Eli being captain. Your first mate.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
We
Okay.
just thought,
I think if we're announcing ourselves, I think we should do it in style.
yeah, I fully agree. Maybe we could make some sort of dice pin. Maybe this is something
I think
that
we're
we think about for
overthinking the
future.
pin.
We could start a merch line. Does anybody have some dice or a playing card or something like that, or know of somewhere we could get one? Alara Pumpkin must have some gambling utensils. Gambler's tools?
Gambler's talk. I mean, if you search around the house, I'm sure you'll find something.
Yeah, I mean, throughout the after party, have we seen anybody playing like pirate dice or
Oh yeah,
card
yeah.
games or something like that?
There's a bunch of dice games that have been played this evening, like dice and cups, or liar's dice, and all. I think one is called something. I've got it somewhere. Yeah, there's definitely a dice game.
I think as we're kind of discussing, I'll kind of go around the house and the living room and kind of just walking around. I'm picturing it kind of like after party, nothing's been cleaned up. It's like full, just a mess. And I'll just try and like pick up and pocket as many of these dice as possible.
Yeah, sure. You pick up a selection of dice.
Just put them in a bag. And so we could leave like snake eyes, and then going forward, they'll know it's us.
Snake Eyes is the pin.
Well, we could make a snake eyes pin, but I don't know if we'll be able to make a pin and solve this false robbery all in one night.
We want to solve it?
Oh,
That
I
seems
guess
like work that the Navy would do. I don't care about that.
Well, as much of a loser as he is, he does
if
have
we
pins.
solve it, we could exploit them.
Exploit them. Ah, yeah, some
All the
blackmail.
pins they've stolen.
But that feels like doing homework. I'd rather just
Just a bit
exploit
of
people
talking to
without
people.
solving stuff.
I mean, I've spoken to him, and the others have spoken to him. You should. I think it's your turn to speak to the pin loser.
I spoke to him first. Thank you very much.
Oh, why did the others think he was cool?
While you were chugging hot dogs down your throat.
Yes, I was practicing a bit too hard.
Wait, you mean why did Barty and Eli think he was cool?
Yeah.
I think
Because
we
He
gave the
came
wrong.
up to us and was like, "I own a whole pin shop," and we were like, "Okay, we're in. We love pins." And he was like, "Come to my shop tomorrow." So we were like, "Cool, we will do." That was as much as we had a conversation.
What was his name again? I can't fucking remember.
Did I write? Let me have a look.
Was it Joey Plickett? Was it that guy?
Dory Plickett, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Or
He
something?
did
Yeah,
have like. I'm pretty sure he had like a. Did you say he had a fedora and a
he had a fedora. Yeah.
fake
Yeah.
katana or
That kind
something?
of grew after the event. Yeah. Kind of evolved.
Well, he's
He was like a
basically
swords pro.
and he's an LGS owner. He
Yeah,
thinks he's
exactly
a
that. Yeah, that was
business.
pretty much
Yeah,
it. Well, we could go to speak to him to see his side of the story, although we are trying to fob him off for the morning because he thinks he'll be captain of our ship, which we've
I don't
told
think-
him is the pumpkin patch. So he'll be wanting to captain the pumpkin patch in the morning. We haven't told Alara that. That will be a later issue.
Hmm.
I think adding a pin maybe confuses things. I think we just draw our Jolly Roger, stick it on the door.
That's not a bad
What's
idea.
the
Yeah,
matter there?
yeah. What do we want? Maybe like a Jolly Roger with snake eyes as the eyes, or playing card symbols as eyes.
Wait, is our Jolly Roger unique or is it not? I'm working under the impression it is, but I can't remember.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
unique?
like every crew has like their flag, right?
Yeah, every crew has one that, like, no, it'll be unique to in the world, yeah. so nobody else will have the same one as you.
Oh, but we don't have one yet. Oh,
Nor,
okay.
nor do
Yeah,
you have a
yeah.
crew name, although Joe suggested one, but we haven't necessarily.
I do like the
Kingpin Pirates.
Kingpin pirates. Yeah.
I'm
I
just writing
like that
here.
as well. And maybe like a skull with snake eyes or something. Snakes coming out of the eyes or something like that.
Oh hell yeah.
Can I?
Mm.
Oh, I can't pin. Never
Well, if
mind.
it was Kingpin. That's-
Um.
Or it could be the Pin King Pirates if you want.
I like Kingpin.
No, I
I
thought.
like Kingpin as well.
Okay, fine.
Very penguin-esque.
Pin King sounds weird on my tongue for some reason. Well, I don't know what the symbol would be. I think I like the idea of the skull with the snake kind of coming in and out and like weaving through, but it's very heavy metal tattoo design.
I
I
mean, nothing
think
wrong with that.
no.
Does it say gambling though?
That's the thing. I'm looking at different things. Maybe something like that. Copy image address. I'll put it in the general. Like that kind of style in a 2D.
Ooh, with the different
The different suit symbols.
suit
Yeah,
faces. Yeah.
that could work. Okay, well, we'll have a think about that as we go. We can buy the paint. I don't know if there is any paint here. Should be paint on the pumpkin patch. Should we go and just take a
But in
little
that
bit?
case, we need to see like they need to see us do it and get away with it.
Well, do they? I don't
Or
know.
I don't think
someone
they
does,
do.
right? Someone
That-
does.
They'll know soon enough that it was us when this symbol
like I'm
starts
saying-
showing up everywhere.
If they see that symbol, they realize that we're no longer here after approaching us and taking the two of them. They'll put two and two together.
Fair.
Or maybe our symbol should be like a Joker skull. Oh, that could be good.
What does a Joker skull look like?
Like a skull with a Joker hat on.
Justice hat.
Looks a bit more like a jester at that point. The Joker thing might be a bit tangential. Okay, so I like this idea. Where would we find paint? I'm going to now that Alara's gone back to bed, I will go down to where the docks are, down that kind of stairway, and well, firstly, I guess I'll recall if I ever saw paint in like this. Oh, we saw like tar, like
We
pit,
could
right?
just leave some dice in their place, like break them out and leave dice there. And that way we can still kind of decide on things. And
Okay, well,
then
yeah,
whenever we do any sort of
yeah, I quite
what's
like
it
that.
called
Just
when you
that.
do a theft. What's the fancy word for a theft?
A heist?
A heist. When we do a heist, we just leave the dice.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, on a pair of snake eyes for each person. I like that. I've already got a big old bucket full of dice from our games last night. Well, I don't know much about this prison, but they've probably been processed enough to be in their cells. Do we want to go straight to the prison, or do we want to follow up on some leads?
As I said, let's just break them out. I think.
Yeah, I don't really
don't
want
think
to
we need
speak to the
leads.
pin guy again.
No, unless we're stealing
just-
from him, I suppose.
Well, I guess we could. Well, this could help not so much us, but Alara Pumpkin and in along the chain, also us because of that. We could go to this pin loser and say, "Hey, we heard your pins were stolen. We could try to get them back, and if we get them back, then you're no longer you're not captain of our ship. That's the deal. And then we don't have to worry about seeing him ever again." And maybe a
Actually,
pin or two.
Do we just want to like dethrone this guy off his?
Kill him?
Not necessarily kill him, but just like leave his ego in tatters, so that you know.
Pin destitute?
The
Pinstitute?
No, not the pin guy, not the pin guy.
Oh,
the Navy guy. Jesus, that's so mean.
I was wondering where the plan was going.
No, I mean the Navy guy. Do we want to like knock him off his high horse?
That's not a bad shout. Yeah. How could we do
Maybe, and that way we're kind of, rather than the government or well, the local government apparently official running the place,
that? Hmm.
they might put someone who's a bit more, well, not tyrannical in.
Yeah. Well, how could we get one over on him? Certainly a prison break wouldn't reflect too well on him. Maybe if we destroyed the prison. Do we know where he lives? Maybe we could destroy his house.
Yeah, drag him out when he's sleeping.
And then kill him. We've got a gun and a
Put
sword.
him in jail and lock him in with his own keys.
Only way to lock him in the dunk tank, I wonder. That could be a fun game. I think if we somehow are able to knock him out, put him in the cell, take Barty and take Ringmaster Dizzy out, and leave some Snake Eyes in there with him, and then when he wakes up, it'll be clear what has happened. But we will be long gone.
I mean, I like this plan.
It could work. It's crazy, but just crazy enough to work. Okay, well, I guess I suppose he'll be at the prison, but he did say he's not going to do any paperwork, so we should hurry if we have to catch him or work out where he lives.
Yeah, sure. So are you guys gonna head down to the town and then go to like the Navy?
Yeah, I think so.
So you head down the same kind of like path that you took earlier in the evening, down to Malden, down at the bottom of the hill. It's pitch black at the moment. There are a few lamp lights in the kind of the city or the town, but it's still pretty dark. It's only lit up on the main street. And as you get down to the docks, the kind of the buildings on the side of the docks have some lights, warehouses, that kind of thing. And then sitting kind of the far end of the docks is a little shabby navy outpost. It kind of looks like a, essentially, to describe it, it kind of looks like a big tavern, right? Like it's just like a kind of big brick, or like slate stone, 1 or 2 story building, which has got a kind of like guards outpost in front, and then a small wall around. So there's a small wall, probably like 6 foot, kind of a stone wall around the compound, and then there's kind of like building side. Distance between the wall and the building is probably like 15 feet, and it looks like, as far as you're aware, you can see kind of guard outpost with 6 to 10 foot gap outpost. How wide the
I think Rook would want to kind of move up to the outer wall, kind of trying to be unseen, and I don't know if anybody's still kind of looking out, but we'll kind of move up and try and keep an ear out and listen out for, I guess, any signs of snoring from Barty or like protestation and kind of pleads of innocence from Ringmaster Dizzy to try and locate kind of where in this precinct they are.
Well, not that I love doing it, but do you think Barty would have one of the 5 transponders now?
Oh, I think I gave one out to everyone. Oh, that was a while ago, so I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure we'd have shared them out. I don't know if he would still have it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do like a roguish check to see whether or not he could hide them. He
Put it
rolled
in his horrible coat.
He rolled a 14. Very, very.
Oh.
Prison officer searching him. Okay. I've done that.
I guess I'll listen out for sound like any sound of voices or either the ringmaster or Barty. see if I can locate them. If not, I think I'll try and hit them up on the snail. See if that works.
Yeah, sure. Give me like a savvy check. See if you can kind of listen.
Are they? 12 plus d6. D12, d6. Hooyah! That's an 11.
An 11. It's a very, very quiet night. You hear kind of the boring. What noise? Oh yeah, like owls and stuff. There are night birds. That's the thing. But you don't really hear too much in the way of noise. Guards.
They might be further inside. They might not be on the outer walls, which will make it difficult. I'll try and reach them on the
I mean,
responder.
oh yeah, you haven't contacted him on the responder. I was gonna say we could always send who's the sneakiest of us in
I'm pretty
with
sneaky.
the transponder. But I mean, see if Buddy's awake.
I don't know fully how it works, but I put a finger on the thing, squidge it, and go, "But buddy, coming in?"
The eyes of the snail kind of like open up as you push it down. It goes, well. And there's a little button on the side of the snail shell which you kind of push in after like feeling around out of nowhere, and then the eyes kind of like stop going wild and then just like kind of relax, and then you speak into
that snail, man.
yeah.
I don't know how to work this thing. There's no manual.
What do you say?
Barty, can you hear me? Barty, this is Rook. Come in.
Hold on a sec. There's a kind of a second gap between you asking the question. You hear, God, is that you? Sound like the lad.
Wait, would we all hear this?
Yeah, if you got your snail in.
Oh yeah, I don't think I took mine out, so I don't think I would have taken mine out. So I'm like, no, god damn it, we're outside the prison.
Oh, God is speaking
might not be
to
God,
me
but
in
we'll be your
many
savior.
voices.
Gods can do that.
We might not be gods, but we certainly will be your savior. Whereabouts in the prison are you?
I'm in a cell.
Do you know the directions from the front gate? Anything like that? Did you turn any lefts, any rights? How many?
Oh yes, I have many lefts and some rights.
How many?
How many? Barty was drunk. Yes. Oh, too many. They had me in a sack.
Okay. Okay, well, leave it with us. Leave it with us.
Are you with the ringmaster?
Ringmaster. No, she's in a different cell. They are identical, except for the fact that mine has a big sign outside that says "Drunk Tank."
But you can see her.
See? Yes, she's not looking so good. She's in hell. It doesn't say "Drunk Tank."
Okay, well, if you're close, then that's it. It works for us.
He's gonna have to roll a different check. Hold on a second. Okay. And then another check. Boom. Oh. You hear,
Bad luck.
sorry, officer, I was talking to God. Wait, no, I need that. No, don't take it from me. And you hear from your ear, Giro, as the snail turns off.
Damn it! Now we need to get that back.
Yes, yeah, we'll have to try and steal it back somehow. Okay, well, we don't exactly know where
You
he is
hear
inside.
loudly shouting, in, like muffled through walls. Stealing is a crime.
Stealing is a crime. Okay, they're probably interrogating the ringmaster. Should we just go in the front door and try and sneak in, or I don't know how we want to play this. Do you want to do the old Wookiee prisoner? Don't ask me what a Wookiee is.
Do you think we
So,
can disguise ourselves as people?
Well,
get
they'll
in?
know. I think they'll know most of the Navy on the island, but perhaps we could be like offshore investigators or officers of the Navy.
maybe, yeah, if you disguise yourself and then do a citizen's arrest on me,
Yes,
and just be
yes.
like, oh, I shot my shotgun again.
I see. Again, disguise myself. He did say he knows everyone on this island, so maybe I don't know.
Do you reckon? Do you have a fedora anywhere? Could you
I
pull
know
off the
someone who
pin?
does.
Could you pull off the pin, man?
Oh my word! I'd be so
Out of
pissed
out
if
of
I
all of us,
could,
who
but I.
looks the most like the pin guy?
Looks like the most.
I'd say probably Rook.
What do you mean? Look at that neck beard. I could never.
Yeah, but you try really hard, and so does he.
How dare you?
It definitely ain't me.
I don't know.
As I let out a puff of smoke.
I was going to say Eli. Weapon expert, big beard. Yeah, they're
So,
identical.
Should we vote on it?
No!
I
Let's have a
think,
hot dog eating contest for it.
As
Captain.
captain, I say
what
we
do you,
vote
what do
on
you
it.
say?
Let's vote on it. Who votes
Okay.
Rook?
I
Aye.
vote Rook.
I
Aye.
look nothing like him. How do I even do this? I've got this cool sword. I guess that's one thing that's good.
See,
Well,
he
you just
tries
need
so
to
hard. He even called his
just-
sword cool.
The thing is, he might. I don't take this as an offense.
I feel
He's
like I will.
generic, so he might.
How dare you?
He might take it. They might not know who he is because he's too try-hardy in a good way. You know?
I don't feel like he's trying very hard. Maybe in conversation to lie to everybody. He certainly doesn't
Right,
have
just-
any sense of style or anything.
And then I'll just turn around and
He
just bang
thinks
on the
he does.
door,
Oh my god.
and then put my hands behind the back and just be like, "You're just gonna have to pretend."
So there is a wall outside the whole building, and then there's a gatehouse with a guard in it, in the gatehouse, which is like attached to the wall, and then there is the guard building kind of side. So, do you want to go up to the kind of the gatehouse and talk to the guard there, or do you kind of want to like, what do you want to do?
Oh.
This. So look. So I have a clear picture. The gatehouse, is that on ground level?
Yeah, so it's just attached to the wall, right? So like there's a whole
yeah.
wall around the building, and then like where there's a gap in the wall, there's a little like guard post, and then with a little gate there, and then inside there is the big building.
Got ya. Okay. Well, why don't we take out the gate man, and then I could wear that disguise because at least then I'll be in a different outfit.
Yes, I like this plan.
Having a navy disguise will certainly come in handy when we're trying to avoid them. And what will get us what will get us more of a bounty than attacking the navy itself?
Exactly. I say, in order to get him to open the gates, let's do the same trick.
Yes.
Sure, if it works, we can test it on this guy. If it works on this guy, it's bound to work when you're in a navy disguise.
I mean, we certainly could do that, but maybe Pan should take that role because I might be able to do a fair amount to catch him off guard if I go unseen. I reckon I could scale that wall.
Yeah, you could say that you're a new transfer. You just transferred, fresh out of the academy.
I'm not good at talking to people.
You won't need to talk
Yeah,
to him much. Just let Eli do the effing and jeffing.
We will almost instantly be caught if you rely on me to do this.
We want to kill him. Do we want to kill him or just knock him out? We want
Just
to kill
knock
him.
out.
Okay.
Killim's too
Kill him?
much of a statement.
Okay, we can
If
try
it
and
makes
knock
you
him out.
feel
I might-
better, it's quote unquote defeat him in a way. So.
Yeah. Okay, well, I can certainly do a bit of talking. I'm not great at talking.
How are you at hiding them?
Actually, in fact, Parlay is talking. I'm really bad at talking.
Wait,
I'm very good
also
at
really bad at
sneaking.
talking.
Okay, yeah, I think we established this before. Only Barty is the one that has any kind of charisma.
Are you both D4s?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a D6, but I wouldn't have necessarily said that I was good talking.
Just play it off as if you're
Okay.
nervous. You know, it's first day, first arrest, all that sort of stuff. That'll
Yeah,
sell
when
it.
did you start? Tomorrow, that kind of thing.
Exactly. You're already ahead.
Okay, well, I'll take your lead, but I'm going to go get ready by the bottom of the wall. I kind of limber up and then do a little sprint over.
So what are you guys doing then?
I mean, I suppose I'll just kind of like hold my hands behind my back like I've been arrested or something, and just kind of like jiggle around like I'm trying to get out of some things to try and sell
The
it.
cuffs.
Okay.
And just be like, no, you've got the wrong idea. I was just practicing on the other tree.
So you see,
I'm pretending to hold his arms.
and you're just dressed as like a civilian, like yourself.
Yeah, because they've given me no. They just said this is not what we're doing.
Yep. Okay, so
Citizens arrest.
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm going for.
As soon as I start making noise, I'm going to try and scale the wall.
right, okay. So you kind of walk out of the darkness towards this kind of like post, and you see a kind of young lad there in kind of a bright white and blue navy uniform, which got the kind of the little cravat tied in front, and the kind of the eagle, the seagull, a blue seagull on the back of his white shirt in blue, which is the symbol of the navy, and he's got a white cap with a blue seagull which says navy on the cap.
Can I see his name anywhere? Like, does he have a tag on or something?
He doesn't have a tag. No. Just like most military personnel.
Fair.
And he kind of looks up startled, and then kind of like quickly grabs a lantern, and then kind of like shines it towards your direction. He goes, "Oh, who goes there?"
I'm making a citizen's arrest.
I'm telling you, I
someone-
didn't do anything.
He was involved in theft, and he shot a tree, and he's just generally bad for the whole island.
Who are you?
Pick him through.
I'm not sure
I
you're
don't want
allowed.
him to get away. Come on, quickly. And I'm gonna try and push into him with.
Okay, give me
Eli.
with Eli's help. Give me a parlay check, so I'll give you like advantage on both.
Okay, so to roll them both.
Oh, 15.
17.
Oh,
Okay.
He's got 12s with our D12s.
yeah.
He also rolled a 15, but the 17 beats it. He goes, okay, I'm still I'm supposed to be diligently watching, but if you want, I can let you in the gatehouse, and you can go out to the staff sergeant. You can talk to him.
I gotta do a quick glance to Eli, being like, "Am I doing this right?"
No, don't do this, man.
Yeah, sure. But first, do you have like a room? I'm desperate for the toilet.
The toilet? Well, surely if you're a citizen, you can hold until you go back home.
Well, I was just. I've been fighting this guy for so long. I thought maybe you could take him for a bit, and then I could just go to the toilet and go.
Well, I mean,
quickly, while he's responding, I'm going to take a quick look around. Does there seem to be anyone else? And now he's opened the door.
he's starting to open the gates now. As he's doing this, there doesn't seem to be anybody else around.
Okay, so I'm going to get the moment the door's ready. I'm literally pushing Eli into him.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like hit him on the head.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's Rook doing at this moment?
I'm on top of the wall, fucking looking like some Prince of Persia wannabe. Kind of looking down at where like the gatehouse is and watching the door, like waiting for him to come out. But I don't think he's come out yet.
Well, he's opening the gate from inside the kind of building thing. So
Yeah.
so he's not out of there. So the gate's
So
kind
Rook is
of...
just waiting by the door, like a cat waiting for prey.
Right. Roll me a rogue check.
Yeah. Go chicken go. An 8, an average 8.
This guy is distracted. So that was unbelievable. He rolled max on both, but he rolled very low. So he doesn't notice you're necessarily there. He goes, okay. You start like trying to push him towards the gate, which is slowly opening, and he kind of like starts getting out of the guardhouse, trying to assist. So he opens the guardhouse door and kind of steps out, kind of into the kind of courtyard inside the barricaded wall. That side. So he's going to kind of step out and try and like
I want to
pull Eli through.
instantly Assassin's Creed leap down, blade out, try and kill him, or try and defeat him.
Okay.
I will headbutt him.
Okay. So you're going to headbutt him as soon as and then you're going to... Okay. You both roll attack rolls.
Hell yeah.
What do
no,
I do for my head though?
Are you proficient in unarmed?
This is head combat.
Yeah. I don't know that... Which is the
I'm not
most
proficient.
unarmed theoretically you could be, Dave. It would be if you're not proficient in unarmed, then it would be 2d4 at full disadvantage.
Is there any way that I can upgrade that with our like the push and surprise that we've done?
Yeah, I would say give me like a parlay or a toughness check.
Ooh, do I get to choose?
No, not
or
you.
is it not me? Oh, okay.
I'll do a parlay.
If you roll well, then I'll give you remove the disadvantage.
11.
That's slightly above average. I'll say you can have it. So yeah, you can roll 2d4, Dave. Or Eli, sorry.
Or
Nice.
7, and then I re-roll one of the 4s.
Yeah.
Because it's a 4. Yeah. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh. 11
yeah.
is pretty good.
Yeah. 11 damage and Rook.
So I had a question. With Don, you only kind of get Don in like initiative combat, right?
Yes, but I would say that like you are aware and you're able to kind of like prepare your own abilities. Like so for like a surprise attack, you'd be able to kind of like psych yourself up a little. Do that.
Yeah, I guess because encroaching shadow, which is like every turn you end in unbroken stealth, you gain 2d6 additional dice. I don't want to. I don't know how many rounds that would have been,
I'd say
but I
it's
don't
like
really want to.
I'd say like 3 rounds. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to kind of cheese it by kind of RPing that I'm in stealth and then kind of.
No. I knew what you were going for. Yeah, that's absolutely. Like that's the kind of like the roguish character type build you've got, right? To not let you would be fair. So, yeah, I would say let's say 3 turns. That's happened. 18 seconds, right? A lot of commotion going on.
Good. Where is my weapon damage again?
Are you using your new sword?
This is a short sword, yeah. So it's 2d6, but it was something slightly improved. Is that right?
Yes. So it's 1d6, 1d8.
1d6, 1d8. Lovely. Is that like an item I can add to the inventory?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to kind of
Ooh.
add it there, yeah. I don't remember how I set up the. Probably worth just noting it down as maybe as a custom item if you can add. Is that? If not, I'll
Oh,
try.
good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Lovely. So that would be with 3 rounds, 6, 7, D6 plus and a D8. 3, 4, 5, 3. That is not a. No, that's wrong. That's not D8. Fuck. 5, 6, 7, 3, 7, and a D8. Ooh. 1 exploded.
Yeah,
Did they explode?
they explode.
So
They cancel each other out, but I don't.
Oh, no, there was a 1. There was a 1. So it was just that first number, 43.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Jesus.
So 43. Yeah, but remember, he can only do this once per combat, essentially. And he has to stay out of combat. Like, there is a good trade-off for do.
Yeah.
As you found out in that fight against the crabs, like you getting battered before he jumped in.
They expand on to make it ×4.
Yeah, that was I've
Balatro levels
nerfed
of crazy.
that motherfucker. But you Balatroed my fucking system. Yeah. So what did you roll, Dave? 11.
11.
11 plus 40.
3.
43. So that's 54. Yeah. You knock this man out immediately cold. If you want, you could do it so I mean, the problem is if you've done so powerfully that it's gonna like cause blood to go everywhere. But I would say you've done it with such precision that you've kind of knocked him out so immediately cold that he kind of just like falls limp, and he's just standing there limp, like straight upright.
Can we do it so like Eli like headbutted him, and then I kind of swept the legs with the sword, and we've just like cartwheeled him out of his clothes?
Yeah. He's flown off into the distance, into the night, over the fence, and you just hear a splash as he hits the water, and the clothes kind of just float down side to side onto the floor, including his underwear, which are now stained.
Oh.
And then Pan's just gonna be standing there, still not like fully over the portal, and be like, "We did it!
We got your costume. Now your characters will be even more believable.
Your costume. You did your stealthy thing. Now you get in it."
Oh, but you were so good at talking there.
Just get in it. You know what you're doing.
I'm not getting in the
In
pants.
fact, you can get in that and probably sneak around without people realizing, because they'll see the uniform and they won't look at you.
This is true, yeah.
Oh.
And I wouldn't mind to keep
That's
a
a
disguise.
fair point, actually. Do we even need to do that? How many people are in there? I wonder.
I don't know, but
Well, how many did we see at the?
Well, you've got your
Manor.
snail thing.
but our
Maybe-
boy's very good at hiding himself, so we could just stay here, stay
we
lookout.
try and stay
He
hidden.
he gets to where he needs to be,
You
gets
sneak
our-
around.
gets
give
our
us some
boy out,
information,
then we
and we
sail
can be
the
back if you
seas.
need it.
I missed both of what you were saying.
I stopped talking so that you could carry on. So you go first.
Oh no, I stopped talking.
Captain.
No, I
Captain
think
first.
we're both on the same wavelength, which is you go in, do a quick recce around the sort of thing. If you can get them out, you get them out.
Mm-hmm.
If you need backup, we come barging in.
Okay. Sure. And then, do you want to split up where you carry on this prisoner role play?
No, I think we'll just. Is there anywhere to hide in the like? Is there any bushes or anything like that in the courtyard or something?
Internally, yeah, there are a couple of bushes around. Yeah, I mean, like there's like topiary along the side of one of the walls. That's kind of
We'll
fallen
just-
into like
Hide in a bush then.
dry and sad looking
Mm.
after and after.
No, you're just going to hide?
In a bush, yeah.
Wow. Doesn't sound very captain of you, Captain.
I'm the backup.
Fine. I'm saying this while getting in the Navy outfit.
Was that the idea you had, Pan?
I'm just sorry. Pan's going to agree. He's going to nod his head. I'm just looking at what items I have because I was like, maybe something in here might help with No, not really.
Just a
No.
walkie-talkie. Octospider leg. Is that gonna?
Yeah,
be
I know.
helpful?
Like, could we use that to like break open a lock? Probably not. Like, if it is a spider carapace, so if it's small enough, it might just snap.
It's 4 foot,
Um,
so
Okay, well, I've got the dice. I've got the costume. I'm going to find out where they are. I'm going to do some scouting. I'll come back with information. I don't think I'll be able to free them while I'm in there, but we can certainly go look to
Isn't-
free them as
Look, just
informed
use-
as we can be.
you
This
use the
isn't an indicator
walkie-talkie.
for what I think's going to happen. This is more just in case you need it, and I'm going to hand him one of my suicide dumplings.
Oh my god.
I'll be like, don't
Nice.
worry. And that's, yeah, you can use it at any point in time if you need it to restore 3d6 hit points and gain a don,
Okay,
Suicide
that's a
dumpling
better.
is so.
just in case you need it.
You replace one of your back teeth with the dump.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just bite it
The
down.
name of
and
that is so
everything will
confusing.
disappear.
It's a real
You guys named it. I didn't name
false
it. I
name.
gave you a dumpling. You called it the suicide.
Well, we did see somebody jump off the pier after eating it. That is the
Yeah.
legacy of this.
Anyway.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I'll kind of straighten the uniform. Does it fit in any way?
Yeah, it fits pretty well. You know, a little bit tight in some areas, a little bit baggy in others, but you know, generally it looks like you look okay.
I think as well.
Your eyeliner is you still got the same like hair, like very like anime hair eyeliner, you know, like that kind of thing. Look very
Yeah.
pristine in the face. Like the face is definitely what's kind of out of place in the relative run-up. And I don't remember how you've got your hair, but you probably got the hat on.
It's like kind of rough, middle length, kind of mullety kind of thing. I think I would. I definitely wouldn't put the pants on. And I think I'd wear my own shirt underneath the kind of navy coat and everything.
So it's essentially what it is. It's blue trousers, a white short sleeve shirt, a little blue cravat, and a white hat.
Really?
Yeah. So I can put it in the chat what it is.
I look like a Disneyland employee.
I have to say, you look very smart, cabin boy.
Can't see the. Oh no, there you go.
Okay. In that case, like as I'm kind of getting into this outfit, I'll be like, right. So where are you going to go hide? Let me know so I know where to come looking for you later.
You use the snails.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Well, just in case it gets taken from me.
Don't let it get taken from you.
We'll probably stay around this area or in the courtyard.
Okay.
We'll see you.
Fine.
We'll emerge from our hiding places.
I'll take the
Count to
outfit
10.
into the kind of guard area and then get changed and come out looking like Sailor Jerry.
Almost looks like a chef's coat.
It does.
Yeah.
Pretty chefy.
Mm.
Okay. Well, look after my coat and everything while I'm gone. So one of a kind.
I'll kind of drape it over my arm to hold it.
I'll start heading into like a main building or something.
Yeah. So there's like a kind of a main door, kind of a like jutting out building, and then kind of goes into the building. You open the main door, and Eli and Pan, you guys are hiding in the bushes.
Yeah,
much as I
well,
can, yeah.
wherever we can hide, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. No one's, to be fair, alert to any of this currently. So give me a rogue check.
And maybe also kind of shut the gate, but don't lock it. Just kind of make it look like it's
Oh.
closed.
Just
Yeah,
close them up.
Rogue check, you say?
Yep.
Click, click, clack, click, 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 clack, click, 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 clack,
13.
click, click, clack. 13.
Oh, the boys.
The boys! They're back in town.
Nice. Do you find yourselves in a kind of like overgrown, underwatered head at the side? Brooke, you step into the guards building, and what you can see is essentially like a stone building, wood floors, and immediately in front of you is kind of this wraparound desk, kind of covers most of this kind of smallish room, and it appears to be kind of like a processing room. So what you would have is like a processing sergeant who would behind the desk, which you can see there, who's reading a newspaper, feet up on the desk, and there is a little booth there for him to kind of sit behind. And behind him there are two doors, one directly behind him and one kind of like just off to the right. If we're looking at the kind of like room, there's a kind of right door behind the wraparound desk, and one behind him, which is directly opposite. Come in, and then to get back by the desk, there appears to be like one area which is like flat, open up kind of.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go in with full confidence. Won't kind of address the person behind the counter at all. The minimum I'll do is like a nod if they acknowledge me or kind of talk to me in any way. Just like a grunt and a nod. And I will, I guess, pick a direction and just head that way with confidence and hope it leads somewhere. Or yeah, I'm just going to act like I'm doing some round or going to go onto my shift or something like that.
Yeah. So you're gonna open up the swing desk, kind of step behind.
Yeah, that seems to go further in. I'll full confidence kind of run up to it, not run, but kind of march up to it, go in, give him a grunt, and continue around the back.
Yeah, give me kind of a parlay check, and I'll give you with advantage. Parlay or rogue, I'll give you advantage.
Oh, absolutely rogue. A measly 8 with a D8. And advantage, if that's double advantage, is a 7. Fuck me.
Okay, so he rolled a 11. So what he's going to do is he's going to look up from his paper, like kind of like fold the top of the paper over, and then say, "Is ye knight? Where have you been then?"
I will have a very kind of gruff afflection on my voice, and I'll just say,
No, do his voice.
"Too far away from my bed. That's all I care about."
Oh,
I'll
so
keep my head down.
You're finishing your shift, eh?
Just starting.
Starting your shift, going into the guard outside.
Yeah.
What's your duty tonight then?
What's your duty tonight? Asking 20 questions?
I mean, I am the staff officer, aren't I?
Well, I don't know for how much longer if you keep going. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to get to my work. And I try to leave.
All right, snarky little mother, aren't you? Got a bloody motor mouth on you, aren't you? You can hear that as you kind of go through to the next room.
Okay, Brooke, come on. Play cool.
Cool. So, did you go to the one behind him or the kind of one furthest away from him?
I'll go straight behind, I think.
Yeah, walk straight. So, this appears to be, you kind of go in and it appears to be a room with a bunch of chests, a bunch of kind of navy rifles that are kind of stacked up next to each other, and then like some shelves with some other kind of miscellaneous items.
Okay. Does it look like an evidence room or?
Yeah,
or like cloakroom?
sort of. It looks like an evidence room come armory. Like it's not big enough to have like its own separate either of those things. So
Right.
There appears to be a bunch of chests have like described in them evidence, that kind of stuff, and then on along one wall it's just like a bunch of Navy rifles, a bunch of Navy hats on the other. So it looks like this could be doubled up as like a sort of a locker room.
Is the Navy outfit different from my one? Am I like in a guard outfit?
No. They've only got
Same.
the hats there, and it's
Okay.
and they're the same as one.
I will just nab 3 extra hats and stuff it in the coat, make myself look a bit buffer.
Yeah, sure. You can write down you've got 3 Navy hats.
Then I will. How bold do I want to be with this? I'm gonna look in the nearest chest that says like evidence. Just open it. Quick, like less than a second examination. Does it look like there is anything of value in here? It's the kind of storage wars kind of thing. It's like I'll look in, estimate a value, and then close it. If it's good, I'm taking it.
So the evidence chests have locks on them, but there are things on the shelves which are not necessarily evidence, but like others.
I will go lucky dip, and I will take the nearest evidence box without opening it.
You just take it. It's a big chest. It's like 2-handed.
Okay. I'll take the. Okay, that's the only evidence chest.
Roll me an acumen check.
I want it to kind of add to the disguise, like I have an excuse to get away from people, but
right.
also to steal this evidence.
Right.
Acumen, you say?
Yeah.
Awful 6.
Okay.
I've been rolling terrible all day.
Yeah, it's so yeah. These evidence chests are pretty big. There are like 4 of them along one side of the wall. You don't necessarily know what all of them are locked. There are 2 sets of shelves, kind of like jutting out from the other wall, and on that is a bunch of junk.
Cool. I'll get a kind of nearby if there's an empty box or a sack or some sort of thing, and then I'll just pile a load of the junk in. I kind of like at the chest, like no. Just knickknacks. Nick the knickknacks.
So yeah, you find like a cardboard box. You just put a bunch of things in there that appear to be like things that I don't know, they've been taken off. So like empty beer bottle, a wallet, that kind of thing. Is it? Roll me a luck check.
Luck is just D100, right?
D100, yeah.
Okay, I'm better at them than I am at the normal rolls.
That is true.
Usually.
You have rolled very well on these.
Not today, 24.
Yeah, you don't necessarily recognize anything.
That's fine. I'll just close that box, pick it up, look like I'm going somewhere, look like I have direction with this box, and then I will head out of that door. Was there any doors along this corridor, or is that the door that was behind him?
That was the door that was behind him, and it just appears to going to be like an evidence lock slash.
Yeah.
Everything else.
I will.
Just barred windows.
I'll head out and go to the other door, like that was beyond him.
Yeah.
And just give him a grunt as I go past, like you.
As you swing the door back open, he goes, "Oh, back are we? All this are we?" And then he's still going, reading his newspaper, just mocking you as he.
Yeah.
All right. Testy this evening, aren't we?
Yeah. I'm gonna match his catchphrase energy.
Yeah. You open this kind of second door, which is kind of like further down, and then you kind of pass into kind of the larger room in the jailhouse, kind of guard outpost, which appears to be a long kind of stone room with one large jail cell along as you're looking at it, the right hand wall, and then 3 jail cells along the left hand wall.
Okay. Any guards in here?
There appears to be a guard at one end, who is sitting on a desk, so the furthest end from you, who's sitting on a chair, kind of like
Okay.
And immediately to your right, just before the cells, is another wooden door.
Okay. Looking in the cells, is there Barty? Is there Ringmaster Dizzy?
The one closest to you on the right has Ringmaster Dizzy, and the one furthest away from you on the right has Barty.
Okay, and the ones on the right are the bigger ones. Is that right?
The ones on the right, sorry, you're right. I've got my left and right. So the one on the right is the big one. There's only one there. The ones on the left, there are three of them.
Three.
They're smaller.
Got
The
ya.
closest one to you on the left has got Dizzy. The furthest one on the left has got Barty. And there is a door to your left, D, and there appears to be another door down the corridor nearer to that.
I'll kind of nod at the guard and keep moving past. I'll get my eye on Barty, get my eye on Ringmaster Dizzy. A couple of questions. Is there any windows on their cells?
On their cells, no, it's internal.
It's internal. Only one guard. The one guard at the front. I'll keep a mental note of that as I go in this wooden door before the cells.
Yeah, so in here, you kind of open the door, open, and in here you see 8 beds lined up and a couple of hammocks. In there are some sleeping Navy.
Okay, I'll try and spy through it and do a quick head count. I want to get numbers, how many there are, and if I can see the higher up, the officer.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a savvy check.
Officer Pasty, was it?
Pasty, yeah.
Savvy. That's a 12 and a d6. That is a 10 with a 1.
Oh, you see, all of the beds are occupied, so that's 8 guards, and then one of the hammocks is occupied, so that's 9 in here. So this is clearly like the bunkhouse,
Yeah.
the barrack quarter. So, desks around. It's left in a state of a bit disrepair. So the floorboards are a bit like gross. It's very messy. Not like your standard. What you'd imagine the Navy to be like, crisp or very much. But you don't see officer.
Okay.
What you do see, however, though, at the back of the room is another door, and considering that there are windows here, you.
Okay. Perfect. I will kind of just. I'm guessing most people are sleeping, but just in case there's anybody awake or just just in case anybody saw it, I think Rook would kind of go in, do that thing where you forget why you're in a room, and then kind of like, and then tut, and then head back as if he's forgotten something. To just cover that trail and try to head back past the gate, the staff inspector, and try and locate where Eli and Pan are.
What are they called?
Dead Mushies?
No, the police sergeants who are in charge of like the cells.
Jailer?
Custody officer. Custody sergeant. Yeah, custody sergeant. So you want to kind of go back out of the barrack room into kind of the cells.
Yeah, I'm going to keep going. If somebody not interact with anyone unless somebody stops me.
So you're going to walk past the cells towards that one guard who's near.
I'll go past him, past the guy at the desk at the front, and out the front door, looking for Eli and.
Okay, cool.
Eli and Pan.
So you just still got your box of stuff.
Yeah, I'm walking out with the box of stuff if nobody stops me.
Where are you going with that? Isn't that evidence? Isn't that owned by the people in the cells? That needs to be detailed. You're not getting that past me. You're not.
What? This is for Officer Pasty.
Why would he want any of that? Also, you're going in absolutely the wrong direction. If you know that.
Well,
know,
I don't know. I don't know where he is. I looked in the barracks for him. You couldn't see him.
why would he be in the barracks with the men? He's got his own room.
Oh, yeah? Where's that?
What do you mean, where's that? Down the end of the hall.
Okay.
Who do you say you were again?
My name is Eli. I can't think of a name.
My name is Eli, eh? And how long have you been working in Malden? Why have I not seen your face around here? You got a lot of makeup on.
Well, there's no rules against that. I had my face painted at the carnival.
Oh, you have a nice time?
Yeah. It was a very good time. Obviously, a bit of excitement earlier tonight up at the manor. You were there, right?
No, I'm the custody sergeant. I stay here.
Oh, well, that's probably why you don't know me, because you're not out on the street. That's where my...
Give me a parlay check.
Come on, guys. Don't fuck me.
Don't fuck me.
Oh,
That one.
Oh,
But you got an explosion.
It cancelled out.
I know.
Sad.
oh yeah.
Sad.
I may have not left this post, but I do sue every guard who comes in here, and I've never seen your face. Now, bring that box back over here and show me your credentials.
Yeah, sure. Shit. I will go up. Where has he stopped me? Have I kind of got past him? Am I at the door?
So you're kind of like just towards the door,
Right, in the door,
like
yeah.
in the room. I'm gonna try and copy this. Okay, I could have done this in Albert radio, but let's put it in. So there you go. This is the room you're in. You're kind of at that front room there.
Right.
And he's behind
that. Is he standing up, sat down?
He's now standing up, arms on the desk, looking not best pleased.
All right. Well, it's a long one, so get a pen and paper.
What do you mean
My
a
name.
long? The name? I'm asking to see your papers, mate.
Well, yeah, here you go. I'll place the box down, like, on the desk. And do I have anything that I can use in my inventory? I don't have any wanted posters. I think I will look like I've kind of pulled papers out or something to that manner. In fact, I'll pull the pants out quick enough I just kept in my pocket apparently to make it look like papers, and I'll kind of accidentally knock his papers with it and drop the pants. Oh, sorry.
So his newspaper.
His newspaper, any papers on his desk, I want to just accidentally kind of knock them onto the floor.
Right, okay, fine. Yeah. So you knock everything onto the desk, the coffee cup spills over. Oh, you idiot! What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. And I'll just kind of hold my hands up, take a step back, and be like, "Oh, it was Mom, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. There's my papers, though.
Where are your papers? You haven't given them to me.
They're just on the floor there in front of you, and they're a bit coffee soaked now."
Bloody hell, he's starting to, like, he bends down, he starts to look through them.
I run away.
These are all my papers. Hey!
I want to try and position the box like in the way of the door.
Okay, you put this small cardboard box down in the...
Oh, it's only small. Okay,
I mean, it's not a big one, right?
Yeah, I want to just run out the door as soon as he's like looking at the floor.
Okay, you run out the door, and then about 8 to 15 seconds later, you hear like a bell going off. Ding 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 ding.
As soon as I'm out the door in that kind of window I have, I'll put my finger to the button on the shell and say, "Eli, Pad, we need to go. I think they know the jig is up."
Um. Hmm.
Well, actually, just tell me where you are. I'll come hide.
No. I'll put my activate it and just be like, maybe just keep running and we'll stay hidden. And then if
Yeah.
you
Yes,
can lure
I
them
think
away,
Then we can get in while they're chasing you down.
that's absolutely a possibility. There is a back door. I repeat, there is a back door that leads into the barracks area. There may be a few left behind. Certainly, the person looking after the jail cells will be left behind, but there is only one of them, and I'll be running out past the gate, off into the streets,
just like Tom Cruise running. Just
while relaying all the details of like, I think there was 8 guards sleeping. There was the one in the jail. There's one at the door, evidence room, like locations, all of that kind of stuff. A full
Yeah.
kind of sit rep of the place.
Absolutely. So just about 30 seconds to a minute after you hear that running, Brooks relaying this information. As soon as he kind of gets out of distance range for the transponder snails, it starts crackling, and then the snails turn off. They can't communicate over 250 feet.
Nice.
And then about a minute later, you'll see a bunch of guards like pulling on their boots and stepping out the front door. There are a few that are running out the kind of the back door that you can see there. And then you hear the staff sergeant being like, "Someone was here impersonating a Navy or a Marine. You go out into town and you go find them now."
I think you hear just a pistol firing in the air.
Simon, go for it! Go! He's killing civilians! Go! And then it's like pulling their boots on, stumbling over each other. Go! And then, like, you know, that classic scene in Hot Fuzz where they grab all the guns, like, do.
Full montage, yeah.
Yeah, the
Getting
full
up.
montage, yeah. So it takes a couple of minutes, and then you see in the kind of frantic nature about. I mean, give me a acumen check, both of you.
acumen.
An acumen.
Yeah.
6 and
Acumen.
12.
Acumen check.
Acumen.
7.
I am not very good at this. Let's see how it goes. 11.
Nice.
You're better than I am.
So Eli, in the commotion, it's all bit not necessarily exciting, but a bit kind of all happens at once, and you know there are people running out the front, there are people running at the back, there's people chatting and shouting. You don't really know how many people you saw. However, you were told that there were 8 people in the barracks, 1 guard on the thing, and you see 9 people leave.
Right, so there's just that. There's just the leader and then the jail. So should we go in?
Are they out of the thing yet?
I reckon we
They've bolted out of the compound.
I reckon we
Okay,
just
yeah.
do what we did to the first guy and we just bum rush him.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that.
Although I
Go
reckon
through the
you're
front
probably
door.
better than it. Actually, let's just go together. Let's go. We just run in
Yeah, as soon as everyone's like
out of earshot.
out of the courtyard, we'll just kind of run in. Yeah.
Are you running in the front entrance or the back entrance?
I think
Ooh,
he suggested the back entrance, didn't he?
Yeah, he did suggest a back entrance.
So I'd go back via the backs.
So you're gonna go to the back entrance.
Mhm.
Can you roll me Are you gonna do stealthily, or are you just kind of going in?
I think I'd still go stealthily because we want to bum rush the guy, right? So when we get to the door, I'd just be like, I'd be like, shh, let's go in.
And my
Unless you
heavy armor.
suggest otherwise.
Yes.
Oh fuck it, let's just go. Let's just go in. You go first. In your heavy armor, clank around.
I mean, I could still try and be stealthy. It's just, I think it's just disadvantage, isn't it? Level 1
Probably.
disadvantage on stealth checks. Yeah, let's still try and be stealthy.
All right.
Cool. So roll me a rogue check if you don't mind.
Maybe
Can
just
do.
keep your distance from me just in case I give myself away.
Sure. I'll be. Oh well, you say that, but we're about equal.
So
8 and 7.
what's disadvantage though? I re-roll
The highest one first.
So the this one.
D12 and then take the lower of the.
Oh, so a 7. You sure it's not advantage?
In heavy armor.
Yeah, I've heard heavy armor's really, really
Yes,
quiet.
it's definitely really quiet,
Yeah,
right?
Easy to walk.
It's definitely an advantage of heavy armor. What did you get?
I heard heavy
7.
armor makes you invisible.
Get Pan?
I got an 8.
So you're going in the back
Oh
entrance.
wait, no, I get to re-roll the Oh no, I don't. No, forget me.
Yeah, the back door.
Okay, so you open the back door, and both of you can't really decide who goes through first, and you both kind of stumble over each other. The room appears to be like a chaos of empty beds, like duvets thrown on the floor, hammocks kind of upturned, you know, like all the chests kind of open, empty, kind of clothes thrown everywhere, that kind of thing. And it appears that this room is empty.
I mean, that tracks with what you said, right? Like, everyone is gone.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna
should we go
quickly
through
search
the
through
next?
one of their like chests of like personal goods.
Sure, yeah. Give me a savvy roll.
Just,
I'll just kind of position myself next to the other door and try and like listen through it.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a savvy roll as well.
Savvy roll.
oh fuck me! I'm rolling dog shit now. 7.
It's a lot of chaos of clothes, you know.
Or 10, but that
Well, I was
didn't
hoping to
explode.
find some sort of like spare uniform.
13.
Oh yeah, I still have the hats.
You hear, you got kind of your ear up to the door, and you hear some footsteps coming down the hallway.
I kind of whisper back, being like, "There's someone through this hall, through this door."
Okay, we need to hide. I'm gonna try and hide under like this bed, the red bed.
I'll try and. Which way does the door open? Does it open into the room or out of the room?
That's a great question. Do you think Eli would be able to figure that one out? I suppose with the hinges and stuff like that. Yeah. Fine. Yeah, opens inwards. So into the room.
I'll try and
you're
hide
I feel like the
other
only person
side
who
of where the
couldn't
door
figure that
opens.
out would be Bad Luck Barty.
in. Yeah, that's true.
I'll try and hide the other side of where the door opens.
Yeah, Bad Luck Barty would try and hide behind to hide behind the door like Eli's doing, and then the door would be a slider door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So you're hiding like here. Oh, right. We're not on our radio. Yeah. You're here. And, cool. Roll me rogue check.
Come on, I can't have a shit roll for 4 rolls in a row, right? That can't happen to me.
3. Fuck.
Oh, you're fucking joking!
What is 7? Okay.
We both in our D12s have rolled 3, 3, 2s, and 4s.
The door opens the other way.
You are not going to believe what I just rolled as well.
Really high?
Okay. So the door, you hear the footsteps getting closer and closer and closer. Thick boots on stone floor, and then you hear kind of like the ruffle of noise, as maybe like an ear or something is pushed against the door. Then the handle slowly turns. The door open, and then another guard in kind of white hat, there's green on it, goes in and goes, "What's all this then? Oh, it's a riot in here. Oh, blimey. They've left it in a right state. Oh, I'm not going to have to tidy this up later, but I'm on duty now. Can't do it now." And then he just slowly closes the door as I rolled 2 1s. I do not believe it, because earlier I rolled the perfect like
Snake
12 and 6, and then now I rolled 2 1s. Oh,
Having just clattered into the corner, I'll just kind of slowly turn up and be like, "What?"
I had a plan as well, like, because he rolled so poorly, he was just going to shoot through the door and shoot Eli without mentioning it. But he rolled really badly.
I mean, do we just go? He's the only guard here, right?
No, I think he's the one we knocked out, right? And then is he? Is he?
No, he was in a uniform, right?
Yeah.
The other guy must be out cold.
The other guy
haze.
we knocked out of his uniform and flew into the
Oh
sky.
yeah. That's true. I'm just trying to think. Is he going to be the jailer then?
I think he's the jailer, yeah.
There were
Or
essentially
like a rookie.
Rook is giving you misinformation. Don't know because Rook saw
Right,
9
right,
people
right.
in the barracks, and he
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
and then one person in here. Rook told you there were 8 people.
So yeah, I think we can go knock him out. If we think he's he's the only one. So if he
Sure.
he doesn't seem that much of a
You
threat.
bum rush him, and I'll join you.
Yeah. We'll kind of just as he leaves, we'll just kind of bum rush him.
Yeah, as he turns around,
Yeah.
like slide out, and then just like both attack him at the same time.
Okay, you pull the door back. He's got his back turned to you. He slowly turns and goes, "Hello, friends. You're back quickly. Oh no!" And then,
I'll headbutt him. Well, not again because it's not him, but like just.
I'll just get both pans, and I'll go like both sides of his ears.
yeah, the discombobulate. Okay, yeah, sure. Roll me attack rolls.
So 2d4s.
Mine's a 2d6s. So.
5. Guns really aren't stealthy, is the thing.
Oh my god.
What?
So you are bum rushing. How much damage are you doing in one turn?
I did 5.
I have 8, and then 6. Meh. Not great.
That's 14 plus 5.
Hold on, I need to
19.
check what my actual abilities do again. Cause
Oh, I haven't chosen a captain. Oh, choose that next time. Then. Never mind.
He turns around as you're doing this, and he catches the headbutt and pans on the gun. It still slams back into him, but he rolled a 9 for his armor roll, and therefore you are unable to knock him out. You only did 10 damage to him. But because
I guess we're in battle.
Yeah, because we're entering combat and initiative, you guys are able to get Don. You start your turns as well because you start before him because he you. So you can have a go again. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first, and so we don't have to shoot twice. I'm going to hit him with both pans again.
Again.
Just checking what I have.
Uh-huh.
Mine all require me to have crits, which is there's a plan when I have d6s that I at least roll one of them. But I haven't been rolling 6s. Oh, thank God!
Oh,
None.
nice.
Okay. So I will explode that to. Hold on. When I explode, when I successfully land these 1 crit, each can upgrade their attack dice, or if I successfully crit on attack, I'm just doing the additional attack speed one. Use my Dom for that, and so I will do. So it'll be 6. So that's 9 plus 5. So that's 14, and then I'll do an additional attack off of that. 14, and then 8, and then another 9. 14, 8, and 9.
Jesus.
So
I'm flying at him.
he defended 4, 4, and 5 on those, but that is more than enough damage to knock him out. So describe how you would like to do that.
Just like, so the first ones he blocks, and then like Pan steps back, the shot goes off, and he's like, "Oh God!" And I just panic, like just constantly pummeling him with my pans on top of his head, like probably a bit too much.
Yeah,
Might have caused him like severe concussion as he gets knocked out.
Yeah, the first hit, there's like there's kind of like the comedic welts come up, and then the second one you keep hitting on that, and it keeps getting taller and taller and taller until he's just fully unconscious. Head looks like, and that appears, and then you hear, "Oh my goodness, that was absolutely horrifying. Hey, what the show?
I'm going to start patting him down, see if he's got any keys.
Yeah, absolutely. You find.
Can I go look at the hinges of the? Are there any benches around as well?
I mean, okay, if he does he have keys?
Yeah, he has keys. Yeah, on him.
I'm fully on the hinge.
Yeah,
on
you
the
go for the hinge
day.
thing. I'm gonna while he's looking for stuff to hinge, I'm gonna unlock the stuff, and then look for any like evidence boxes.
Yeah,
Around.
can you guys? Because obviously you just whacked somebody unconscious. Can you guys roll me a stealth roll, a rogue roll?
Oh yeah, sure.
How stealthily did we whack them unconscious?
Yeah, that's what you should be. That's pretty good.
13.
I'm just trying to get out of here. 15. Come on, boys, we're rolling high now.
All right. You lift up your pan and you wait a second to see if anybody comes in to inspect, but nobody. Pan, you find a set of keys and you start unlocking the jail cell for Ringmaster Dizzy. Says, well, I mean, I really do appreciate you breaking me out of jail, but if you are breaking me out of jail, it makes me look very guilty.
They said they're going to hang you tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
Well,
you might want to just get out of here.
Technically, it's this morning, but yes, you're right, that is true. We should just kind of get out of here.
We're looking to sail out of here tonight anyway, so come with us now.
I suggest you do as well.
Yeah, okay, yes. I'll get the troop together. All the tents are still up in the square. We were going to take them down tomorrow.
While they're all getting ready, and I'll say I'll be like, Captain, go find their stuff, and then on the floor, like in the middle of the wherever Barty, whichever one Barty's in.
Aye, lad.
I'm gonna get out of my bag, some. What am I gonna get? Some like turmeric and flour, and spell out Kingpin Pirates on the floor.
Cool. So you
Can I see their stuff anywhere, or?
You don't see their stuff in here. You go up to the. By the way, Pan, you go up to the cell with Barty in it, and you start putting the key towards the cell, and he goes, "Oh, I like the boys. What is it called? Bench idea. Let's see how that pans out."
Okay,
I feel like something Barty would say.
Yeah, I'm gonna still unlock the door while he stands there with the door open.
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
for the bench,
You see.
I'm just gonna
spelling
grab
out the
bench.
kingpins on the floor.
And you know the thing in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, of course.
That is essentially what I'm gonna do.
These are double
Yeah,
half barrel pins.
we all knew what you were gonna do. I'm just
Good.
Have you seen a little unknown film about pirates called The Pirates of the Caribbean?
Caribbean.
You may not
Yeah,
heard of it.
You might have forgotten.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, okay. So give me a toughness check, Eli, and then like Barty will be standing behind the cages, even though the door is completely unlocked and open because Pan did it, because Pan's a practical person.
10.
They're both gonna like standing there going, "Go on, lad, give it more, Willie." 10. I would say you need to get a roll of 12, so you have to try again.
Now this time I'll kind of like throw all of my weight on it and bounce off it.
Captain, you're a disappointment this evening.
I don't know. It's all the stealth, you know. It just takes the toughness out of you.
I mean, that does, lad. Okay, he sidles through the door. You've written Kingpin Pirates on the floor.
Yep.
Nice.
You need to get their stuff now, I suppose.
You've got
We didn't have time to get the pin, but we have enough time to instigate ourselves.
Yeah, but Barty will say, "Aye, lad, they took me gun and they took me, little snail friend.
Where did they put it?
They took it through that door." He points to the door, kind of like towards the entrance.
The one at the end of the
Guess
hallway.
we gotta go get it back.
No, the one kind of on the left of the map, the one where the like called?
Desk.
Yeah, the desk sergeant, whatever it's called. Custody sergeant.
That's sergeant. Yeah. Okay. Does it look like there's anyone in that room?
I'm just gonna barge through because I think we've dealt with everything.
Sure. You barge through, and whilst the sergeant doesn't have a gun pointed at you, he's not necessarily super surprised. He did just sound an alarm, so he's kind of on alert anyway. And he's kind of like reaching for his gun as you barge through.
Ooh.
I'll then reach for my shotgun.
Okay. It's a proper like. So what I'm going to try and do here then is see who moves first, because you're both gunslingers. So how do we do this? I don't want it to be a luck check because that seems unfair. So what stat do you think Eli would use without his gun?
I mean, what's savvy and acumen?
Savvy's like wisdom, acumen's like smarts, intelligence.
Okay, I was going. Savvy is more speedy then, or was acumen more like speedy, like knowledge about where your guns are and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'd say that's like more like I would say savvy is more like you have the feel for it, you kind of know where you are with it, and then acumen's that kind of like pinpoint precision. It kind of depends on what kind of gunfighter you are, really. Like if you're kind of like the really precise kind of like sniper type, then you probably use acumen. Or if you're kind of like the I just like blasting and then like I've got a feel for the distance, that kind of thing, then you're probably more.
And considering it's a shotgun,
yeah, I'd probably
it feels like.
I mean, they're both D12, D6, so it doesn't really matter.
Savvy's a good one if you're like looking in the opponent's eye and like judging when they're gonna.
Yeah. Like an insight check, yeah. So
yeah.
He's probably gonna do savvy as well. Isn't super high. Goes.
Oh, and I get to roll the 6.
Oh wow, that's pretty good.
So 12, so 14.
He gets to.
Oh.
He only rolls a 10. So he reaches for his rifle, and you kind of like swing up your shotgun and you blast him. He's probably around 15 feet away from you if you're at the door.
The 15 foot is. Where's the shotgun? So that is. Because it's 1d6 every 5 foot, so it's 2d6? It's 5d6, yeah, so 2d6.
It's 15 feet would be 3d.
Minus 3d6, yeah.
Minus 3d.
Oh.
9.
10, 11. Because the 6 explodes, does it?
Yep.
Yeah, so 11.
11.
He only takes 3 damage as he's able to kind of duck down, the armor taking certain like the short sleeve shirt armor that he's wearing is appearing to take a brunt of the damage. He only takes 3 damage there from the shotgun shot, and he rounds his rifle on you, and he's going to take a shot at you. 8 rifle. 4. 9 damage. I'm gonna take it with your armor.
Yeah, so it's because I've got the strong Tom thing. It's 2d6 plus 1d4.
Nice.
Yeah, d6 1d4. So 4, 9. I suppose the crit and the non-crit cancel each other out, right?
They do, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so 9.
So he. How much did I roll? I rolled 9. So you completely like take the rifle round into the armor. It pings off into the room.
Pinged off the belly thingy, my bob.
Yeah, the strong Tom armor, the belly armor, and it ricochets around the room. But these 2 cacophonous guns have sounded off, and whilst it appears that a lot of the troops have been chasing Rook, that is quite a loud noise to be going off in this. But
whilst that's happened, can I have the chance while he's reloading to try and bum rush him myself.
Yeah,
Because I'm just stood there at the moment.
absolutely. So so you guys are in combat. So I suppose like considering. Now we close down combat open back. So this is probably the first round of combat. You probably are accruing Don at this point as well. So yeah, you can run past him and then run into him and then get some swing off.
Yeah, I'm all about the upfront fight. So I'm gonna come and run at him with my pans. Ka-dung, ka-dung. So that's an 8, and then a 9. No crits though. Ugh.
So he actually, his armor's been rolling like crazy well. So the first hit you do on him, he takes 0 damage as he kind of like bats it off with the gun. The second one, 4. So he takes 5 damage. Oh, that's not true. Yeah, that is true. 5 damage as the second pan kind of connects into the shoulder and really like rocks him. So he slams it.
That'll be my go.
Cool. So back to the top of the round. It's you guys again. So who wants to go first?
Do you mind if I go first, just because I'm up?
Yeah,
up
if you can
in front of
crit
him.
Yeah.
If I get crit, I can do some big damage. But if not, 6. Just not rolling the 6s today. Had 1 6. Oh, for fuck's sake! 6 and 3. Ugh.
So unluckily he takes 0 damage from either attack.
Yeah.
And his armor's rolling pretty well against you. And he's going to take another attack with his rifle. You're in close range though, so he's going to get. He's go for you, or is he going to go for the? Either way, like he's under attack, so he's going to probably go for pan here. He's going to try and shoot with the rifle.
I'm going to use a good offense ability to use my attack dice instead of my armor to defend.
Nice.
As I put my pan in front of his gun, hopefully.
Good thing too, because he just rolled a crit on that dice. So he's rolling with disadvantage.
I rolled a 9.
9's good though. So he only rolled 6 damage. So you completely ricochet this kind of rifle shot off, ting, off the pan. As you're in kind of close quarters combat, and then he is going to.
I'm like, Eli, need to finish him off.
I'll reload. I'll take essentially 2 pistols out, so that's -2 Don.
Yep.
And then, just shoot at him with them both.
Yep.
Which is 2d6. So 7 and 8 plus. So 7 and 9.
Sorry, 7 and
9, because one of the 6 exploded.
So he takes 1 damage on the first shot, and he takes 3 damage on the second shot, and that is enough to take him down.
Oh shit!
His armor was I literally crit every single time I had to explode.
Oh wow!
Doing really well.
He did seem very tanky.
Yeah, he was just very lucky. So he shoot him and he finally like flops over the desk. Blood kind of like pouring out of his white shirt as he kind of slumps over. Although, what would you like to do?
I suppose with Barty just trying to look for his stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say look for stuff and then get out the via the back way, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Barty rushes into the kind of back room and he kind of like starts scrambling around. I'm just gonna how well he does, how long that kind of so doesn't roll very, very well. It's gonna take him a few he's rolled very
You know
poorly.
what? While he's doing that,
he rolled a 4, then he rolled a 6, then he rolled a 5, and then he rolled a 7.
I'm gonna get out some of my cooking equipment and I'm gonna try and start a fire in the front room.
Nice. Eli, what you noticed whilst kind of Pan is trying to set a fire, to the guards post is at the backboard there appears to be a bounty board, kind of behind where the guy was sitting.
Is there anything on it or anything of interest on it?
Yeah, roll me an acumen check, and then roll me a luck check.
Acumen.
Or acumen or
D6.
savvy, I would say. Acumen or savvy.
Line of the theme, so D6, D12. 15, 16.
Okay,
And then
16.
on luck, which is D100, yeah?
Yep.
6. What?
Six.
6.
6.
6.
I thought it was 60 for a second. I was very confused.
I was like 60, but I was like, no, 6.
2. Oh, 200. No, just 2.
You see a bunch of bounties on there. It's quite thick with it. You see one for like a bounty for a bunch of pirates you've never even heard of. It's quite rife and quite thick. You do see one there, however, that you do recognize. The image hasn't necessarily been updated, but you do see a pirate captain, Dominic Furious, with his bounty. So that's on there.
boy.
I'll just give a little chuckle and be like, of course.
Yeah, and that's basically all. So Barty is struggling.
After a while, I'll just go in and be like, do you need help?
Yeah, aye, lad. I'm looking for me eye. It's really hindering me.
Where did you last see it?
Oh, many years ago when I fought that sea beast.
I mean, okay, and then I'll just start helping him.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you will see, yeah, roll me an acumen check.
Acumen.
Pan, roll me a savvy check, will you?
14.
Yeah, you
Savvy.
find.
Hey.
Oh, I get to roll
Wow.
another 8 as well. Hold on. 16 plus 4. 20!
Wow, holy moly.
Nat
Yeah,
20.
you have an unbelievable gift when it comes to kind of cookery and therefore, like, you know, flame size manipulation. You can burn this down to a crisp however you
Yeah.
like.
My brother is a chef, and I have seen him start a barbecue fire in the space of like 2 minutes flat, and you're like, what? That is what I'm imagining him doing
Yeah,
right now.
absolutely. You just got the kind of the knack and the skill and the know-how. It's like it's somehow like intuitive, but also years of knowledge. It's like
Yeah.
it's really really impressive. Eli, you
Typically,
find
where I'm starting it,
Yeah.
what I'm thinking is where that rug is, it seems very flammable, and
Oh,
I'm just going to use that to just so that if they're trying to run, they'll be like, oh, the crap, the thing's on fire.
yeah, nice. So the fire is kind of like it immediately starts smoking out the room, and it kind of is starting to spread. Not necessarily immediately. You kind of want it to have this kind of controlled spread, so that you can get out and stuff like that. And you've got this incredible ability to know how to do that. It's like somehow chefing has become like really like tangential to arsony. So arson. So
Hey, you know what? No, my brother. Yeah, it probably works out.
So Eli, with that roll, you're able to smell out Barty's coat, and
Oh, yeah, God.
in there is his eye, which is you found. Then given a couple of minutes more of assistance, you find new smoking gun, and you also find. Well, actually, I don't think it's his smoking, but the smoking gun he had it, and then his Den machine transponders.
Oh yeah.
Imagine having a smoking gun in evidence. Obviously, I suppose I'll just give it all back to him and like usher him out the door.
Yeah.
Be like,
Come on,
is the fire going? Do we need? Are we done?
You see Pan kind of turn towards you as the room is on fire, and he will probably say something like, "Yep, we're done."
Yep, let's get out of here.
Yep.
We skedaddle.
You step back into the hallway to kind of where the cells are, and the other end of the cells here.
What's all this then?
The chief petty officer Magpie is the other end of the cells, as that last cell in the corner isn't actually a cell, it's his office. And he reaches for his guns as you kind of bundle into the second room.
I'm gonna say I would start sprinting to the top bit, be like, "Let's get out of here, guys! The King Pink Pirates!" I'm just gonna just run.
The what part? And then you just hear the whoosh of flame as the kind of like the incredible, like you've designed it in such a way that you know the flame will kind of follow you out the door, kind of making it really difficult for anybody to kind of follow you out of the building, including Chief Petty Officer Pasty. And you escape into the night. The building starts erupting in flame, the Navy outpost, and your first interaction with the Navy has been to headbutt a Navy officer and then set their building on fire.
Yeah, boy!
As you escape
I think that's saying a statement.
I think we become pirates today.
I mean, I definitely think you'll probably get bounties out of this at the very least.
When Rook goes running off, this island, I know there's a big cliff where behind the manor where Lara Pumpkin's kind of private dock is. Is there any other kind of large cliff faces on the island? Is there any kind of...
Not really. It's I mean, like essentially the island is like the town at the bottom of the hill, then it kind of builds up to the hill, and then there's cliffs all at the back of the island where her manor is.
Have you seen the really small film Pirates of the Caribbean? He wants to do the step off into the water. Kind of
is that what you're trying to do?
I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I've not seen that little number.
No.
Did it do well? I don't know. I'll wait until it comes out on DVD and then I'll watch it
on Blu-ray. Okay. I'm cooking a plan.
Yep.
Let's go for. I will continue kind of shooting in the air every so often to kind of keep their attention on me, but I want to basically try to outrun them, keep the distance from me, and corral them over to the carnival grounds, which is now hopefully kind of mostly abandoned.
Yeah.
Still kind of set up, and I think what I want to do is let them get a bit closer to me, and my vision is I want to try to get them near a tent that is near the dunk tank. And I want to try and trick them into running towards this tent where I drop this whole bag of dice in an attempt to try and make them slip up or trip up or kind of tumble into this tent so that I can try to push the dunk tank on them.
Okay. So
I want to prank these guys home alone.
Yeah, you're gonna try a home alone prank them for sure. That sounds great. Okay, so you try and lure them in to the tent. You kind of like they run into this empty carnival. It's really spooky at night, and they're like slowly checking each tent, like swiping at the swords on the doors to see if there's anybody inside. They don't see anybody. You know, they're going squads of two to check all the tents. You throw the dice on the floor and it makes a clatter, and they kind of all look in sync and go, "Shh, spy." I move over to. And could you give me, suppose, a rogue check?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna give me a savvy. In the night, so it's dark.
Dice. No, it's acceptable. It's 11.
They also rolled 11. But
What will do now?
Yours is kind of the important one here. So they and then some of them step on the dice, some of them don't step on the dice. You hear like a crunch and a clatter. They don't necessarily fall down at all, but one of them kind of looks down, picks the dice up, and and at that moment you try and they're in there. You try and push this water tank onto over. Can you give me a tough one?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Is there any way to rig it somehow, but I don't think so. The dunking mechanism is inside. Yeah, I'm going to. Well, it's made of like wood, right?
Yeah, it's just a barrel, wood barrel.
Okay, I think I'll try to maybe pry some of those planks open so it kind of bursts out that way, maybe instead of pushing it over. Same roll, I'd imagine.
It depends. I mean, like, if you wanted, you could theoretically like use your sword to swipe out the planks, cut it open.
No, actually, I'll tell you what. I'll try and much like this very small film we're always referencing, Little Art House Number Caribbean. I want to try and
Yeah, we keep talking about it. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
really good one. Yeah, there's a few different ones.
Oh.
But I want to stand on top of the barrel and kind of like sway it backwards and forwards to try and get it to start rolling towards them.
Right. Okay. Give me a luck check, and if it's above a 50, I'll give you a toughness check with it.
Haha. 50 or higher. That's an 82. Okay.
Okay. Yep. Very lucky this evening. On that roll though. So you kind of rock back and forth, a la Pirates of the Caribbean 3, a film that I've never heard of. And then roll your toughness check with advantage.
Okay.
You're looking for, I think, to knock over kind of a big tank. I would say you're looking for a 13.
13. Got that. Okay. First one is awful. Second one is. First one was 5. Second one is
Awful.
Oh!
well, but it's not enough.
I would say close but no cigar. So you're trying to rock this back and forth. You feel the sloshing. You're feeling really good. But I think with a couple more tries, like a couple more goes around, you'd be able to get it. But it's just not enough time to kind of get it into the right position. Who's over there on the dog tank? He's dancing, I guess? He's fucking us. Get him!
Get him, boys.
And they run into the night to try and chase after you.
Yeah, I'll try and as it's like tipping over slightly too late, the water just misses them, hits the tent. They're all outside, and I'll just like roll, kind of standing on the barrel away from them as far as I can before jumping off and disappearing.
Like the end of Pirates of the Caribbean 2, which when they're on the water wheel.
Exactly.
Yeah, a film I've never seen. Yeah, absolutely. And then you can jump off and you try and escape into the night. So if you would like to kind of like try and run down some alleys.
To be fair, I think that's too cool for Rook at this stage. I think he.
Are you still in the Navy outfit, by the way?
I am. Yeah, I need to get my clothes back. I did think about that. I think that's too cool for Rook at this stage. I think he slips, falls in the barrel, and rolls down the hill.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, classic. As most port cities do, they roll down hills towards the ocean, so that's kind of the direction you're taking. But as you're kind of building up speed, and I don't know if you know this, barrels can get up to like 100 miles an hour if they're not stopped. They are absolutely rapid things. So you are unbelievably dizzy. Like, this is just disgusting. You feel awful. You don't know where you are.
I am ringmaster dizzy right now.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, absolutely. And as you kind of reach the ocean, Eli and Pan, you see a barrel come out of nowhere down an alleyway and just go swooping past you at high speeds. And, can you roll me a luck check again, Rook? And I'm saying you want it, essentially a lower than 50, you're slamming into an object. Higher than 50, you're going into the sea.
Is this from me?
Yes, from you.
Okay. There's a 23. I think that's the second 23 of this session.
Yeah. So you, at high speeds, roll straight into a lamppost. The whole thing collapses, and you slam, and you come to an immediate stop, taking 2. 13 damage as the world is spinning. You feel nauseous. You've got whiplash essentially.
I'm unconscious.
Oh,
yeah, I've only got 8 hit points.
Can I How far are we away? We watched him.
This happened.
We
This
see
happened
him?
in
Right
front,
in front of you.
I'll just kind of scoop him up and just carry on running.
Broken body.
Yeah. Because you've
You
got,
got another one of
stars
those
going around
those
your head.
dumplings.
Through a
all.
pain breath, I'm like, my clothes.
What about your clothes? Never mind, you're unconscious.
We
And
need to get out of here right now.
you guys, with Rook in hand, over shoulder, Barty in tow with his covered items, to a backdrop of a burning Navy outpost, run into the night towards Lara Pumpkin Mansion. And that is where we'll end off today's session, with you guys escaping the Navy.
My clothes burned
Where did you leave them?
in the gatehouse.
Well, that's mighty unfortunate.
I've got this weird YMCA style style Navy outfit. In the
You're just a very
Navy.
sexy man.
Village people, that's the one.
Yeah, you look very village people for sure.
I get the 3 hats. I got matching set.
He's delirious. Well, that was not what I expected from that session at all.
You expected us to solve the mystery?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was angry for that, but I had very little
Hey,
reason against our plan.
You've chosen to build a pirate game. I want to be a pirate.
That's fair. I mean,
I don't want to be a detective.
there was always this option of something that might have happened, so I had information about that as a contingency. But I'll just use all the clues and information for a different story later down the line.
Sorry that I destroyed all the hard work that you did, but
As a player,
that was so
opportunity
funny.
to piss off the Marine.
Yeah.
as a player, I'm like, I want to know what happened to these pins. Who fucking stole them?
Well, now you'll never be able to peer behind the curtain.
No.
But go breaking into a.
You know what? I wanted to go to the pin guy's house, and then apparently the session I went, he was a dick. So
He wasn't a dick. He was a loser.
Yeah, he wasn't a dick. He was just
He wasn't a loser. He
Absolutely.
won the event. He was just lame.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he was
yeah,
actually
yeah,
champion,
yeah.
And that's subjective.
He had a
The history
fedora.
books will remember him as a champion. Hell yeah! I think we gotta raise anchor and get out of here ASAP.
Yep, that's what we do.
What are we doing with Ringmaster Dizzy? They'll be looking for them.
They're coming with us.
They've got their own ship.
Yeah,
They've got
they'll
their own
all
ship.
have to leave.
Fine,
They'll
yeah,
all
that's
have to
what they
leave at the same
do.
time. Mass evacuation.
So one of the lots of things happened this session, and much more than I thought it did. But one of the more interesting, I think you guys may have come up with a pirate crew.
Yeah, Kingpin Pirates is great.
Kingpin
Pirate
Pirate.
Pirates is very good, actually. I really like that.
I fucking love it.
You have to get get Andy to confirm, but other than that, all
Yeah.
good.
Kingpin Pirates would be up the ante with a. What was our Jolly Roger? Did we go to the?
We haven't decided on a Jolly
No.
Roger yet.
We've got the ship. We've got the name. Jolly Roger's coming next.
Yeah, we need to get it for the Grand Line, but we got time.
Oh yeah. Kingpin Pirates.
Sweet.
That sounds really good.
I love the Kingpin Pirates.
Yeah.
It does sound quite One Piece as well.
Yeah, it sounds very One Piece.
I love that we left the calling card and then burn it down.
Yeah.
And you're escaping like Kingpin Pirates, Kingpin Pirates.
That was Joe being like, "Oh, I've just realised to set fire to the place. They won't ever see the Kingpin Pirates that I put down. I'm just gonna shout it."
You covered it. You covered it.
That'll do.
Shout it.
Hell yeah. I think daring escape next session is in order. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, it felt like the story reason to get Barty out of the next few sessions. We were like, no, we're rescuing.
Let's rescue him straight away.
I did think that immediately, and I was like, guys, he said keep him in the junk tank. You burned down the building, guys.
That's a good job we
Right,
didn't
we're
keep him in there then.
We're gonna put him in the brig.
It's one
we
of my
got our
least
own
favorite things
drunk
to do. Is that I had to do two of my least favorite things, or most least favorite things in D&D. This one, talk to myself, and then two, talk as one of you guys. Awful.
Yeah. It's when you reach like combat with yourself against like allies and enemies. You're like, oh god, I'm just rolling against myself and doing damage to myself.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I'm
This
literally
is
playing
fun
with
for
myself.
everyone.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, I've had it where I was playing an ally and I was like purposely not damaging the enemy because they were so low health, and then like everybody was fucking missing, and I was just like, I don't know, and they're like, kill him, kill him, kill him, and then they made me kill my own thing with the fucking NPC.
It feels so
Felt
lame because
awful.
you're like, well, I've set it up so that you guys can go. Like, can't because you suck.
Yeah. they were begging me to hit it with him. Lovely stuff. Well, thank you very much for the session. We are starting our pirate career with a bounty, hopefully, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see what happens in next session, but I think very, very soon, with the next couple of sessions, you guys are going to get your own. They're all going to be individually different. The way the system works is that, randomly roll for each of you, but so long as any of you meet the threshold for a level up, you might also get a level up with that.
Sick. Lovely. I feel like this session we realized we should be breaking rules, like we're pirates.
Yeah, guys,
Yeah,
are
yeah,
pirates.
yeah. It
Do
was
pirate
like,
stuff.
oh, we could.
I did have.
we could
It was
solve
like
it.
literally. I was like when it's like we can solve this case. I was like, dudes, what? No, we got to break the guys out, piss everyone off.
The pirate spirits inhabited us. And
Although I guess
crime.
technically Luffy's not that way. He's more just about doing the right thing, which gets him in trouble, right?
Yeah, he's always doing the right thing, which is like, like it's like the honorable pirate thing, right? Like, technically, they're pirates because they want freedom, they want, and the Navy's trying to stop them. So that's why they're other pirates.
We're not quite that.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm pretty sure.
We want to be pirates.
I'm pretty sure Rook can tick off a fair few things in his book.
Oh yeah.
He will count that as a jailbreak, yeah, even though he was just.
No, you helped.
Impersonating a guard.
You got rid of eight
You
of them,
scouted, which allowed us to do a lot.
I gave up my clothes.
That's just called disguising.
Impersonated a Navy officer.
Yeah, impersonating an officer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
impersonating a Marine. Yeah.
That's a few off the list, absolutely.
You might even had a proper bounty as well with it all.
Yeah, we shall see. Lovely stuff. Right, well, I'm free next week if people are about, but I'm gonna go get some food and then probably head to bed. Thank you so much for the game.
Be free.
Thanks, you guys.
I'm gonna head off too. Good
Fun-
night. Thank you,
Fun
Max.
session. Thank you.
Night, night. Thank you, Max.
Thank you. That was really fun.
Well, thank you guys. Appreciate it. See you later.